Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Phyllis. Thanks for joining us for the last episode of The Hive. Today, we're going to be recapping our summer. Here at The Hive. To kick off our All About Water unit, I'm going to read to you all a story titled, All the Water in the World. Is all the water in the world? Water flows from the hose.
So we have a tiger. Do we think that he's going to sink to the bottom and crawl along, or do we think he's going to maybe take a swim and float at the top? Let's see. And he floats. All right, he's just taking a casual swim there. Our next item.
In the jar and add the water. Boys and girls, look at that. We can make snow. The more water mixed with the magic snow, and now it's all fluffy and white. Look at that, boys and girls. It's all fluffy and white. See it? It's all fluffy and white. But guess what? The water's going to change this. Change again.
There's our watercolors that we're going to be doing with you guys to wrap up our end of the All About Water unit. So boys and girls, today we are going to, like I said, we're going to do a watercolor activity, but here's what we're going to watercolor. It's a betta fish. And as you can see here, we've brought out our pet betta fish that we have here at the Hive. So this one is Paris and this one is Clyde. And they've inspired our activity today. So while we're getting everything set up to do watercolor, and we're going to show you exactly how to do this activity, let's recap on what we've done thus far here at the Hive.
Flossie Flounder was a flat fish. She was fat as well as flat. Flossie belonged to the flatfish family. Like all of them, she lived at the bottom of the sea. She liked to live there. Both of Flossie's eyes were on her top side. She could lie on the bottom and see everything good to eat swimming by. Flossie could change herself so she looked like most productive environments on Earth, creating more organic matter each year than similarly sized forests and agricultural areas. Estuaries also provide diverse habitats for wildlife and aquatic life, protect our communities against flooding, reduce population to waterways, and support local economies through commercial and recreational activities.
Like Miss Phyllis just talked about, the Chesapeake Bay provides habitats that wildlife flourish in that is unlike anything else.
Check out all these little crabs that were out and about this morning climbing on the rocks at the edge of the water. Boys and girls, this is just another example of wildlife that calls the Chesapeake Bay their home. When the crabs get bigger and start spending more time in the water, people use traps like this one to catch the crabs. This net did not have any in it at this time. We saw lots of seagulls looking for food on the beach.
The beach sure is a beautiful place where the ocean meets the sand.
If you look closely in this picture, you can see a pair of pelicans flying over the crashing waves.
Back at the refuge, we learned about how the seagulls make their nests on the beach.
Now let's take a look at the wet web of wildlife table to get a bigger picture.
First, there's the blue crab. They are not picky eaters as they feed on almost everything.
The fire department, call 911. Always talk to someone you trust if you're feeling sad or worried. Here are some people you can talk to. Someone in your family.
Alright, we also want to let you know if your clothes are on fire, just remember to stop, drop, and roll. Also, be familiar where if you have an emergency in your house, that you have a designated location for your parents and you to go where it's safe, where you're not in harm's way. Like for example, a neighbor's house, also for a tree location, somewhere safe. And remember, if you have any emergencies, dial 911. They will help you and guide you to what you need and the service that you need for your party. Okay?
That's going to do it for us on the Hive today, boys and girls. We've had so much fun learning with you this summer, and we hope to see you next summer on the Hive.